Survey the area from my window. And why does he have a Kevlar backpack? Hey guys, Kuderi Ghost here, and welcome to the Fruits of the Literature Club. So, I have not tried this at all, so let's put in Ku, and there we go. The mod creator told me to try it, so I will try it. And it has a nice UI and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, it's all custom stuff. It's pretty cool. The morning sun hits my eyeballs, causing them to squint shut. Having my experience, I am used to it, but nevertheless annoying. This is one of the few times I wish I had longer hair, to block out the sun from hitting my eyes, but unfortunately I am mandated to keep my hair below a specific length. The rhythmic sound of the train hitting the rails remains a reminder of what I am destined. I look out of the window that I happen to be sitting next to and into the city. The stories I have heard about this place, when I found out I was coming here, I'll tell you it left a sour taste in my mouth. The train begins to lose its momentum, signaling our arrival momentarily. Oh, so we actually get to experience the arrival. Oh. I hear a familiar digital sound emanating from my watch, indicating the new hour that we have reached. Just as it does 23 other times a day. The train comes to a complete halt. The passengers around me, myself included, stand up and begin to depart our vessel. The moment I step... Wow. Custom art? This is awesome, actually. Okay, the moment I step out onto the nicely maintained cement, I hear a voice calling out to me. Ku! Ku! I cock my head slightly towards the direction of the sound and see an old man that used to be an acquaintance of mine. I turn and walk towards the man. I didn't expect to see you here, old man. Before me is a man around 5 feet and 7 inches tall. Oh, that's pretty short. Pretty short compared to the normal people I'm around. His wrinkled face and squinted eyes turn into a genuine smile at the sight of me. Same with you. What are you doing here? Literally just got into town. Oh? You came here for anything special? One of his eyebrows lifts up. Nope. Just here to go to school. His face changes. It looks as if he is surprised. What is that face for, old man? Old man. Never thought I would hear those words come out of your mouth, Ku. Back in, well, you know. You weren't so spry to go to school. That I was not. But times have changed and I'm ready to go to a normal school for once. His smile returns. He pats me on the back with an all too familiar pattern. Well, that's great. And what are you doing here? Well, I retired. I came out to live here with my daughter and her kids. Daughter? Now, there is something I didn't expect you to say. Well, everyone gets old and needs to settle down eventually. Yeah, but I never thought you would. I expected you to remain with the majority of us until you finally gave out. Well, here I am. Do you have a place to stay? Yeah, I have a house somewhere near the school. Eastern side? Northeast. Ah, I know it. Need a ride? Well, I didn't have any other plan. So you're gonna walk there? Pretty much. Where's your luggage? Everything I own is in the bag on my back. I point one of my thumbs to a black Kevlar bag I have securely strapped to me. Well, that's a pretty good bag if it's made of Kevlar, man. You always travel light, don't you? Easier to disappear when necessary. He chuckles. What's going on? No, I want to know more about this universe. Come on, let me show you to my car. By your leave. The old man had a pretty stylish car. This is pretty cool. It's very different from the normal mods that we usually see. Has a different UI. Has custom art. My father used to have one of these. A 69 Mustang? She's a beauty, isn't she? Is this how you spend your retirement fund? Oh no, I still have a good half left. So out of the 800 grand they gave you, you spent over a quarter of it already? Kids aren't cheap, as well as this sexy of a car. The black Mustang accelerated into a turnpike and eventually into a city street. When we departed the train station, I expected it to be a short ride to the place I am living at. But I was very wrong. Turns out the train station is about a 15-minute straight drive on the freeway. Oh! Well, yeah, you would have had fun walking that, wouldn't you? Doesn't seem like much if you're a driver, but if you're walking, it would have taken as much as 3 hours. The convenience of a freeway allows drivers to get across great distances at greater speeds than normal roads. So, are you still on Ashley's detail? The idol? Nah, I left that a long time ago. Trouble from up? Nope. Just did as much as I could then. So in short, you weren't needed anymore. Pretty much. Bummer. Bummer? I don't socialize well with others, especially with a teenager with a small degree of popularity among even more hormonal teenagers. Sounds to me like you got into some drama with this girl. I don't know what you're talking about. I look back towards him, a casual glare into his face. Oh, come on, don't tell me you didn't try to get with her. Are you serious? No. Good. You know that isn't allowed. That and I don't really have a need for any type of relationship right now. Or at all, if I really look at it. You will eventually. Doubt it. We remain quiet for a few moments. Okay, so basically he's gonna go here and then change his mind because he's gonna meet Sayori. Fine, and the other ones too. Okay, fine. I keep thinking on my comment about a relationship. It's not like I don't want one. It's the fact that in the position I am in, it would have a lot of unnecessary stress. It's not every day that I can just breathe and live a normal day-by-day life. Every day has a small amount of repetitiveness with it. That is another story. We're almost there. Again, I appreciate the ride. You should stop by one day for dinner. I think my daughter would love to meet you. Huh, why's that? I ruffle my eyebrows at him. Because you're basically like me when I was younger. She's always nagging me about telling her about my younger years. Wait. Okay. Is this the original main character? Is this the original main character that we're talking to? And is that why we call him Old Man instead of calling him by name? Think about it. It makes sense. Is this a new main character? You haven't, right? Of course not. I know better. I was about to say, don't lecture me on policies I've lived for 30 years, Koo. With age comes easiness, old man. I think I could take you. Heh, that would be interesting. I still am active, you know. How so? Granted, the man was old, okay, but he still had a pretty fit body. Usually, as men get older, especially where I come from, they tend to just let themselves go. They say, screw it, I worked hard these years and earned this. Then they just let their bodies waste with alcohol, tobacco, and junk food. I teach a self-defense class downtown. Well, that's one way. You should pop by, give some of the ruffians in my class a little reality check. Why is that? Because you and I both know to never underestimate an opponent. Help. Help. They could be just as clever, attentive, aware, and more skilled than you. Ah, the old 1x4 rule. Exactly. As he says those words, we turn a steep corner and find ourselves in a pretty nice suburban neighborhood. Okay, there's the classic art style. This is it? Or this is it? Yeah, this is it. I pull the polished metallic door handle and exit the car. I look back at the man and give one last gesture of farewell. Thank you, Jeff. Oh. So it isn't the original main character. Is it? You got it. Before switching gears and leaving, he gives me one last smile. Well then, let's check this place out. I look around the neighborhood and notice that this suburban block has the same architecture for almost all of the buildings. I take a look at the spacing between the house I am living in and the one next to it on both sides. I check the integrity of the fence that borders. Decent strength. Apparently they call this main character, some other people on YouTube, they call him Batman, and I can kind of see why. He seems more like a secret agent to me, to be honest. I don't know. He seems like he's part of, like, some agency. I take a stroll around the perimeter of the house. I take note of the number of windows, their position on the structure, and their height from the ground. He's got to be working for someone. He's a spy. The second story windows should be fine. I take note of what it looks like to be on the balcony and the back door. As I walk towards the front of the house, I notice a girl walking down the street. She's wearing a counterpart of the uniform I was given for school, so she must be going to the same school as I. She has somewhat of a skip in her step, her blue eyes, yeah, that's Sayori, her blue eyes looking up into the sky and at flowers she passes by. Her hair is a coral pink color. She has a bright red bow on the left side of her hair. It looks sloppily positioned. I rub my eyes because I swear I see her glow. That girl seems to just emanate joy. Dang right. Cinnabon does. I scoff at her and turn myself to the door. Kid will learn that the world isn't all sunshines and rainbows, she thinks. I think she knows that, okay? You're mean. I unlock the door and enter. Immediately, I am greeted with a short hallway around 3 steps before the kitchen opens up to the right. The kitchen is rather modern and well furnished. I check the fridge and, nothing. I chuckle at myself, not knowing what else to expect. The place is furnished, but I was just curious. I close the fridge and look out into the living room which borders it. Oh, that's a nice living room. I like this house. This is a nice house, okay? I take a look into the living room and out the windows. I look and see if I can see the space directly below the window. I can't. I walk across the room and open a small white door. It leads into a laundry room fit with a washer and dryer. Luxury. It will definitely be easier than manually washing and drying my clothes. Yeah, a little bit. I close the door and head upstairs. Immediately on the left is the bathroom, and across from that is my bedroom. And there's the classic bedroom. They seriously did not spare any expense with the decor here. In my bedroom is a closet, dresser, bed, desk, and several miscellaneous items to make it look lived in. He is a spy. I take a moment to place my backpack on the bed and survey the area from my window. And why does he have a Kevlar backpack? He's got to be a spy. Once I get a good understanding, I walk out of my room. Next to the stairwell is a sliding glass door that leads to the balcony. Wow. I walk out onto the medium-sized cement balcony. I lean forward on the wall, my forearms supporting me, and look out into the neighborhood. I can see some grade school aged kids playing with a jungle gym some well-funded parent purchased. I also see an old man petting his dog in the front yard. It's not Jeff, neighborhood watchman here, eh? I look to my left and notice that same girl I saw earlier in her room. I didn't realize I lived so close to her. Through the glass window of her bedroom, I noticed her moving around from the left side of her room to the right. She is moving something, most likely a change of clothes. Oh. She stops in front of the window, facing to the side. She makes a few faces which confirm my initial theory as correct. She's looking into a mirror. She undoes her red tie, pulls off her jacket, and starts to unbutton her white undershirt. Yup. I turn away from the window and return inside. You wholesome main character. Wholesome. Alright. Home. My watch begins beeping, indicating it is now 20 hour, otherwise known as, for normal people, no, it would be like 8, I think. Yeah, 8 o'clock at night. Okay, sorry, I had to do the math. I don't know why I was thinking 10. 4 more hours until midnight. Normally I would have been in bed by now, but I am awaiting an important call. It doesn't bother me much since I've gone days before without sleep. Losing a few hours for one night isn't going to kill me. I kick my feet up on the opposite position of the couch and lean back. I continue to read the book that I have in my hands. I made sure to turn on the news earlier. I got a general idea of the community here. I've made it a habit of mine to always check the local news to scout out the area. Yeah, he's a spy. To see whether there is high crime, no crime, political activity, the usual. Wait, okay, is he Batman? I'm not a big fan of politics, but knowing the local debate helps me understand the people better. This is very interesting and very different from other mods, okay? It has custom art style, custom UI, and the character is completely different from previous main characters that we know. Like, the one we all know and hate, MC. Just saying. The sound of my phone going off sends a shiver down my spine. It isn't the sound that sends me the feeling down my back, it's the reason for it. I answer the phone call. We don't get to hear it? 6 o'clock hits, and I'm ready for school. Alright guys, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to check out the mod, the link will be in the description so you can go download it. Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know. It's very different. So yeah, give it a try. It has 3 chapters out, so it's got a decent length to it already, and more are coming out soon. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you, or hit that like button. I had to think about it. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Also, if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button to become a ghost, and I will see you next time. Peace.